went to Kansas City. I got booked up there and started working with Buzz Sawyer, and Buck Robley was the booker, and golly, it was cold, and it was in December. I think I started Christmas Day up there in 1983, and
pay was low too there, wasn't it?
Oh,
overall?
It was. Business was not good. Pay was low. There's not a whole lot of. There were nice guys up there, but it was brutal.
I think I've heard Flair say he always hated going there for that.
Oh, he came there one of my weeks, and I traveled with him for a week and had some fun. But I mean, the matches were the arenas were, a big crowd was not a good crowd. And business jumped when Flair came.
You touched on Flair a couple times. You want to just go over your friendship and a bit of your history with Flair up to that point?
Yeah, I mean, it was, whenever Flair was in town and we would hang out and although it was because Flair was more of a babyface character type guy as a heel. And therefore, in '84, I wrestled him one time and then wrestled him in that tag match, bull rope strap match in Greensboro. Who was I strapped to? I may have been strapped to Mulligan. I don't remember, but but when he switched to heel, then it was, we hung out a little more, and then certainly when the start of the Horseman thing, because we weren't, but I mean we started having some 6-man tags and then 8-man tags, and then we did, and then when the Horseman thing clicked, it was pretty nifty. There was a segment of people that liked us. There were a lot of people that respected our abilities, but most people disliked us, except maybe in Philadelphia. Philadelphia was it was kind of a mixed crowd. It was just, but they don't like anybody. So that's a different culture up there. But usually it was not difficult. Johnny Valentine, and he was one of the all-time greats. He told me one time in a private conversation, he said, if they respect you, they'll hate you even more. So the thing that I always strived for, and the group of guys that we had, we strived for great performance. People cannot deny great performance, and they knew what they were watching. So therefore, they respected our abilities. They disliked us even more. The people at Crockett and WCW really didn't understand their penetration to the country, because the other company had New York City and things like that. But it was when you can walk through Chicago O'Hare Airport, and Flair is one thing, bleach blonde hair, Arn Anderson, 270-pound guy, but I mean there's a number of 270-pound guys, but I was 220. There's a whole bunch of 220-pound guys in a suit with glasses on. I mean, I just look like a business guy. And I could be by myself and be walking through Chicago O'Hare Airport, and you'd see a businessman. He wouldn't stop and look at you. He wouldn't make a comment. just shoot four fingers at you. That's penetration. That's people. That's fringe fans. That's fans that wouldn't go to an arena. That's a lot of star power, and it was neat to be part of that, and being part of the overall impact of all the guys. It was it was just a great period.
And you guys were all similar to your characters in real life, weren't you?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, it is, I know very few people that can be really good at what they do if they're having to be an absolutely just character over here, real life over here. I mean, it's just an enlargement. I mean, Flair is Flair. He just, on television, he just got to be a bigger Flair.
What was your average sleep every night during that time period at the Horsemen's peak?
That was, I mean, it's very, very misled of how crazy and wild things were, because our schedule was so hard, and we were very responsible. But, if we were in Chicago, the snuggery and stuff happened. If we were somewhere else, in Baltimore, it wasn't a big party, but it was Italian food at Sabatino's. And as you went around the country, there were different things and different things that you like to do. And most of the time, I mean, you think about getting off work at 10:30 at night. It took a little while to unwind and eat, and a few beers or a few cocktails or something, and go to bed. And it was pretty sensible. Usually we were up the next day, if we weren't traveling, till later. I mean, we were in the gym by 9 o'clock in the morning. So I mean, we're not just a bunch of sleep-deprived idiots that sometimes gets alluded to.